Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome to my show where I look at various ways to increase your income as well as investing in the stock market. Remember, this is not financial advice or investment advice. I'm not a professional advisor, just somebody on YouTube providing entertainment. So when I got up this morning, I turned on a TED Talk on YouTube that I thought might be interesting, although I'm usually disappointed. You've probably seen TED Talks in your feed of suggested videos. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. Speakers have a wide range of topics that they can present on, but are limited to a maximum of 18 minutes, which has been determined to be the optimal amount of time to present a comprehensive amount of information and still keep the listener's interest and attention. Now, while there are some great TED Talks out there, I generally try to avoid watching them because so many that I've encountered don't deliver on what they promise. I don't want to go into many details of the presentation that I saw today so as not to embarrass the presenter. But the gist of it was they went from a high paying job to becoming an entrepreneur, and then at one point completely hit rock bottom because they evidently had no idea that they had to pay any taxes, and 5 tax bills arrived in one day. Quite honestly, if you have a successful corporate career and then were a successful entrepreneur and didn't know that you needed to pay taxes and literally had less than $2 to your name after you paid those taxes, presumably right away, without trying to get any type of payment plan set up, then that doesn't sound like you're very knowledgeable. And so then the person talked about secrets about money that they learned from hitting rock bottom and clawing their way up again, although they do not in any way explain how it is that they turned their financial life around and what business it was that they became engaged in to again become successful. Just like the TED Talks where they promise to be able to tell you how to write a full-length novel in 24 hours, there is no actual executable plan presented. Just things like, don't worry about what other people think about you and your money. One of the things that the presenter said, and you hear this from everybody on YouTube, is you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. This phrase doesn't seem fantastically off the mark. It sounds quite reasonable, and again, if you watch any type of YouTube videos where experts are giving you advice about time and money, they repeat the statement. And they can be well-meaning, and in their business life, they can be very successful. But just because somebody is successful, especially successful in producing YouTube videos, doesn't mean that everything they say is going to be true. And I argue that this statement is not true. So is it true for the time of your birth up to this moment, you can't get any of that time back? If you've wasted your life up to this point, you're not going to get any of that time back. If you've wasted all the money that you've made or inherited up to this point, you're not going to get that money back. Now, it's quite possible that you write a book or start a blog or produce YouTube videos where you talk about having wasted your life up to this point, and they may become successful, and so your past failures become monetized current and future successes. That's possible, and in the case of the speaker for the TED Talk, I think that's what they're doing based on information that I got from other sources on the internet. But as far as being able to make money, but not being able to make more time, the time that each of us has left on Earth is not fixed. We don't know when we are going to die or when we're going to become incapacitated to the point where we can no longer make money. You could be blessed with good genes and live another 50 healthy years where you can work and make more money. Or you could be blessed with good genes and have another 50 years ahead of you, in theory, but get hit by a drunk driver tomorrow and die. If you're morbidly obese, spend all of your free time playing video games, get no exercise, and eat extremely unhealthy food, and perhaps use drugs, it is likely that your life will be shorter on average than if you stop those unhealthy features in your life. If you're addicted to harmful substances, the odds are that your life will be shorter than people who are not addicted to them. By removing those things from your life and adopting a healthier lifestyle, you are likely to increase your lifespan. So in effect, you are making more time. And there are other ways to increase your time. Sure, there are some people who famously only slept a few hours a day like Thomas Edison, but most people should get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But sometimes if you have the time to sleep longer, you feel like being lazy and not getting up and doing something productive. I certainly am that way sometimes. But there are plenty of people who were raising kids and working full-time jobs and still decided that they were going to get up 1 hour early, get up before everyone else in the family, and write a book. And it may take them a couple years, but by the end of that time, they have a novel. And it may turn out to be Tom Clancy's Hunt for Red October, or it may just turn out to be crap. And in the old days, you generally had to find a publisher for it to get published, but today with electronic publishing, you could upload it to Amazon or any other platform and sell it as an ebook. Anyway, I want to keep today's video short, but I think that whatever you hear on the internet as far as financial advice, including advice from me, stop and think, is this really true? Can I poke holes in the logic of the statement? Can I make it so the statement is not true? When I was going through college, I took some economics classes, and they always start out with the premise that economic actors, either individuals or corporations, are rational. I doubt that they even set up this premise anymore because the premise is so demonstrably ridiculous. Spending money on cigarettes in the 21st century is not rational. Throwing money into a wishing well and thinking that your luck may improve is not rational. Spending money gambling beyond that level, which you can comfortably lose, is not rational. And so many mergers of companies that failed, in hindsight, were in no way rational. So the next time somebody makes a statement about financial advice or anything about life, ask yourself, is it really true? If the statement is not true, then following the advice may lead you in the wrong direction. And for somebody who's trying to improve their financial lot in life, going in the wrong direction is probably not going to get them where they want to go. And more often than not, just leads them to frustration, and then the people give up trying to better themselves financially. Again, if you like this type of content and want to see more, it would really help me out if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, please view all of my videos, and if you like them, click the like button. It would also help out if you left a comment in the comment section for each one. I'm on Instagram at Anthony R.R. Mills. You can follow me there. Thank you.